Hey guys, it's Sarah here with New England Junk Journals. We are doing day 20 today, and prompt 20 is tag. So I feel like this should be a nice easy one for me. I'm going to try to stay in frame as best I can, but I do have everything kind of like lowered in. So this was yesterday. I can just do a one-sided spread or a one-page spread here. I feel like today's going to be easy. Tag is a pretty easy prompt. I don't think I'm going to get super complicated with it. I may just do a little collage on the back and then maybe make a double or triple pocket. Maybe a double pocket. Let's see. This is extras. This is today's printable kit. We have a piece of background here. I could even do this. That might be nice. We have collage strip here. A nice journaling card here, or it could be a tag. A few pieces. Here is a nice contrasting piece. That's lovely. Another nice collage piece. Here is our quote. I have done nothing all summer but wait for myself to be myself again. And that's a Georgia O'Keeffe quote. Not sure if I'll use that yet. Haven't decided. A couple other collage pieces. Some little things here. And then, of course, our day and our prompt. And I have brought over a whole bunch of scraps and leftovers from digitals we've already used this month. I will show you guys. Kitty left a comment about, like, I tend to use a lot more of the brights and like really matchy items here in the kit. Now, over the course of the kit, we've gotten a lot of these like really moody contrasting pieces. And I've kind of saved a lot of them. I've used them very sparingly here and there. Like, I feel like I would definitely use something like this, but I don't tend to gravitate toward the more like dark and moody pieces. I don't know why. That's a good question. I don't know why. So I'll definitely have a lot of these left over to maybe do like a small little journal and maybe try to use this kind of a palette more and do another giveaway journal. That would be really fun. But let's see what we've got here. I like the idea of doing a smaller one, so I've got more of the background around it. And then could cut this down and do a pocket with this. Could do a double or a triple pocket, but I know that when I do that, like, just the bulk is just going to come right up. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of bulk, I feel like. So what I might do is, instead of having the pockets stack on top of each other with layers, I may do like a pocket here and then move up a little with some space and do a pocket here. All right, let me faff around a little bit and see what I think I want to do. All right, I think what I'm going to do instead is take this and I'm going to make this a side-loading pocket here. And then I have this envelope printable left over from one of the other prompts. And I'm going to go ahead and take this layered on top, and this is going to be another pocket here for a couple of our tags. And then I'm going to make up a bunch of tags to both fill these pockets and probably some pockets earlier in the journal. I think I've got enough room to add a couple of them, seeing as I've tried to keep the bulk down for the most part. So let's go ahead and get this top part glued. And I'm doing that mostly so that it's going to add strength to the top of this, because this is only 28-pound printer paper. So I want to make sure that whatever goes in and out of this pocket is not going to rip it at all. Let's see here. All right, I'm gonna let that dry while I glue in this pocket. And I have filled up my Fabri-Tac bottle so I don't have to keep fighting with it. Last couple days have been a bit frustrating trying to glue things in. Of course, now I have erupting glue bottle syndrome over here. That's something else I might have to deal with. And then I want to glue this down here. All right, there we go. And I'm going to go ahead and get myself all straightened out here as far as my prompt. I try to trim them down a little bit. Give them a little ink. Let's see. Could frame them with a nice green that would pick this up. Like that. Could do like that though. Actually, I think that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and put the prompt down on the bottom here. And this up at the top. All right, so I'm going to set this aside for now because we're going to just start working on our tags now. We can come back to that later. And we've got quite a few that we can build. I even thought, let's see. I even thought about doing this as the base of a tag. Basically, anything that you think of can become a tag. This is the focal point. This is the one that I want for the back. So I'm going to start with this first. I do have a little tag punch, a little tag clipper, which makes it easier, but of course you can always go ahead and snip one side off, flip it over mirror wise and snip the other side off. I'll give it a good ink around the edges. All right, let's see what else we want to do to it. We can always add some lace at the top. That would actually look quite good there. Because as it sits right now, it's great tag, but it does lack texture. And I just want to smooth this out a little bit. There we go. Then just re-angle it. So that's a little bit. I want to do something else to it too, though. Some paper, maybe. Adding a little bit of collage. It doesn't have to be much, but adding just a little bit of collage will elevate it beyond just a simple flat piece of paper. So I've got some antique book page right here. Adding a little piece to the bottom corner. Let's see, so we've got lace, we've got a little bit of a book page. We could put part of this swatch right here. That would be cute. And then I have this. It's kind of, it would work. It would work. There's nothing wrong with this. But let me see. I could add this and pull a little of the purple. It needs to be shorter though, for sure. Or even a little bit of this. I've got a lot of blue going on here and this blue, so I want to pull in an extra color. I think this purple will do it. So we've got the gold thread behind it. We have our blues, we have our purples, we have this little bit of lace at the top. Now, if you want to take this a little bit more, you can actually punch a hole here and put a little bit of something out the top. Let me find my hole punch. See how this looks. All right, let's see if I can get this flattened out a little bit. So I have it like that. I actually, guys, I actually don't like this gold thread. So I'm gonna set this aside. This might work for something else, but I actually don't want the gold thread there. Just this piece of purple. All right, so that's one tag down. Let's keep going. This is really cute. You don't have to notch the top for it to be a tag. That's not a requirement. But I'm just going to do it probably with most of these because I really like the look. All right, we're just going to probably add a couple elements here. We've got green, we've got blue. I would probably want like a word or a number. Could do another piece of this. We've got more colors working together. I don't know, I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Let's get some ink on this. All right, let's see how this looks. So, where is this going to sit? I want this here. Probably down like that because it's just kind of a cascading effect. There we go, just a simple collage tag. We've got a do, just like that. Do I want something at the top? I'm gonna leave it just like that. All right, this I think I'm going to cut down a little bit to make a slightly narrower tag. So for this one, I did take off the edges here to make it a bit thinner. I've nothing pretty on the back, so I might just decorate this afterwards with a bit of collage and washi tape. But I thought with this one, maybe what I could do is put on a pocket and make this into a tag pocket. So I will need to trim this up a little bit. All right, that's close enough. I'll just trim whatever's excess on the side. Yep, I think that'll be nice. No, I guess I'll glue it this way. I don't know why I pre-inked that because if I'm going to trim it, I'm going to have to ink it again anyway. That's silly. So I have this lovely little journaling card to tuck right in here. I think this might be nice down here. Is there anything else I want to add? Piece of music, a little word. Usually you want a little something to go right here. I just don't know what. I have purple. I have washi tape. Can do washi tape instead of whatever that was. Oh my goodness, guys. Yes, I like that. Okay. Very good. All right. That is lovely. I will deal with the back of it later. But I have this. So that is 3 tags. And I have been working on this one, just kind of collaging together some different items. I have this background here, a piece of very, very old lace. This is the Robin Hood digital page that we got, a piece of purple lace, and this is the sentiment that we had today. I might go ahead and just sew around here and then come and glue here just to cut down on the bulk, and I don't really want to see any stitching on the back. I'll be right back. All right, so we have this all stitched up. So I'm going to go ahead and position my lace where I want it. Bring it in just a little bit more. Yep, and then go ahead and glue everything down. All right, let's see here. Get my brayer out and really make sure that that adheres well. I like that. I do. We've got lots of texture going on. I love it. What else do we have here? This is the perfect base for the tag too. These are just so easy. All right, what do we have here? Let's see. I could, hang on. Could do something like that. Let me just cut this out a little bit. I could do something very simple like that. And let's see, maybe not that tall. Something like that, something like that. And then just choose a lovely button. So I really like this, but it's a bit floppy. I have stiffer laces, but I don't think I like them. Okay, I could do something like that. What happens if I cut this in half? I do like that better. Is this the best button we have though? Could do one like that. This is going to be very, very dimensional. Oh my gosh, this one's really cute. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it has like a little umbrella on it. So yeah, that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. I know it's a bit matchy, but that's okay. I don't mind. Okay, so let me get my punch board. Okay. So I need to frame that up where I would like it. And then go ahead and punch my holes. And I have some embroidery thread already at hand. All right. Go in through the back. And I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of washi tape on the back of this. Because I do not want this knot slipping. All right. So as far as I know, that's the bottom hole. Yes, it is. Okay. Then go in through the top hole. Okay, reposition that, and then my hole is about there. And then find my bottom hole again. And find the top hole again. There we go. And one more loop around just for good measure. There we go. Perfect. And then all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure that both of these strings are underneath my washi tape. Here's a second longer piece of washi tape with some glue stick on it. And there we go. There. This isn't like super attached. So I am going to go ahead and stick a little bit of Fabri-Tac right around the base where that button is. And that's just going to keep it from flopping around. All right. So let's go ahead and look at what we've got done so far today. All right, so we have this tag here, and that is going to go right in this side pocket. I have, let's see, I think this tag, because it has our quotation for the day, This one with the lovely lace layering is going to go right in here. And then we have this tag pocket with the journaling card inside. We have this one here with the lace, paper lace, real lace, and a button. And then we have this tiny one here with the little collage. So I think this is going to fit right in here nicely. This can certainly fit back here. Haven't worked anything more on this yet, kitty, but I may still do. Let's see. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. That's perfect. This looks good in here if I can maybe paper clip it to the bottom. That would definitely fill in that space adequately. Something like that. Got lots in these other pockets. Oh, there we go. I have a journaling card here. I do still need something to go here, so I may work on that as well on my next prompt. But yeah, I think this is filling up really nice. We have all kinds of fun items in this pocket. This is just journaling space. We've got some great little ATC size journaling cards here. Yeah, I'm feeling really good about this. And then back to our beginning. So we still have this side and this side to do. But anyway, that is what I have for you guys today. I was very excited to do this prompt, but I still have a ton. I still have a ton of digitals, guys. I mean, these could be tags. They don't need much. They just journaling cards, tags, fill up your journal. I love the size of this. This is my favorite thing so far about besides all the beautiful digitals, is the way that we've constructed this. I was scared at first, I will admit, but it's been going so well, and it definitely helps to keep a nice balance between the spine width and the front width. So yay. Thank you guys for joining me. God bless you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.